live? Chat. Are we live? YouTube, please work. Yeah, we're live. What is up, people? The internet, it is me, Real American, back in with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful January 19th, 2025 or 2026. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself. We're joined by nobody right now. Others might be joining, but just me right now. Yeah, how is everyone doing? Yeah, we're a little bit late. Sorry about that, guys. I had some prior commitments. I forgot about it. So sorry about that, but we're here. We're 12 minutes late. Sorry. Had to get some stuff set up. But yeah. So yeah, hope everyone's having a great day. We have a lot to talk about. We got to talk about Minnesota, got to talk about what's going on in Kentucky, Elon Musk, a lot's going on in the world. And hold on, we might have a Will Stancil here. Yeah, we do.
It's the Will Stancil show
Please, I
back in
beg
my
of you, no.
Minnesota. Yeah, in Minnesota, the left is gone truly insane. They're protesting
Yeah, well,
inside
we'll get
churches.
to that.
Yeah, it's
I thought
actually.
we've reached maximum craziness, but somehow they found a way to go even like lower, which I didn't think was possible. But they found a way to do it. So
Also, Mike Watley is going to lose by 30 points, I guess. I don't know
yeah,
what's
that's
going on
real.
there.
All right, now before we get into today's stream, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. These are all great ways to support the daily content. And if you do have any questions, concerns, or want to support the channel even further, the best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I will read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way to get your questions answered. And by the way, Will Stancil, give your public service announcement on your show or whatever.
Oh yeah, for my show, yeah, everyone should go subscribe to at Great. Okay, let's see what the ad is. At Great Lake Politics. Name of the channel is just Luke J. Gagnon. We got a lot of content coming up. I've actually got a friend of mine, Joe, who is my co-host, who's actually going to be making videos as well. I'm also going to be making videos, but I'm quite busy, so I'm not able to make them. But I will be there every night this week. Definitely every night this week, because usually I would be walking, but it's going to be like -20 every day this week. I don't know how I'm gonna work, but
Yeah, so
yeah.
that's kind of the and you guys get a lot of viewers. I saw like good amount of
Yeah,
viewers.
we're doing good. So everyone needs to sub. We want to get more viewers. We gotta get the rap audience. We're the Real American endorsed evening
Yeah,
show.
so
So
basically the guys
no.
like after my stream is done and like in the evening stuff, they're kind of late show. They're kind of the what we missed and stuff. So go follow them. I might join a little bit here and there, but we shall see. So yeah, go
Yeah,
watch them. Tester's done
sounds
with a
good.
member for 26 months. What do you think? Who do you think wins Texas 23 and Texas Senate? Texas Senate, I think Ken Paxton's got it. Unless something crazy happens, he's not going to lose that race.
And I'm feeling very good about Herrera. And that's a
Yeah,
race we're really talking about a lot on that live stream, because that's a candidate who's got a realistic shot. And if you can donate money to him, because we that would be a massive upgrade in that district. And before anyone yups about electability, I don't think we're in any risk of losing
no.
that seat. So
K Cub is for 5. Just remember, everyone, don't fight back if you're being unalived by a foreign child PDF file. Oh gosh. Also, you can interrupt church if it's for democracy. Yeah. So let's get into it because holy shit, Minnesota's a shit show. And by the way, guys, what do you guys think about this? I could draw on the screen now. Yay. So yeah, cool thing we're using now. So does it work? Hold on, let's see here. I'm just gonna draw a line. Please say it works. Okay, it does work, right?
also, I have another public service announcement. We have a friend of the stream who's like an Iranian expat, and he knows a bunch of people. And I guess he reached out to get Austin Peterson on the stream, so we're gonna have him eventually on.
Are you
If he,
serious?
yes, he knows him. He's like friends with him. Yeah, this guy is just watching my stream. He's just like Iranian expat, and he knows all these people. So
Jeez.
yeah, we'll be getting some big people on the stream. So yeah, tune in. We got a lot of content to discuss. We'll be live tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. So
Yeah. All right, couple super chats to get through. American Nerd for 2. Why is Europe getting butthurt over Greenland? Something about morality or
they're already
democracy or
backing down. I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest. So
Yeah, they're
as
already
always,
saying, "Oh no, we don't want a trade war." Gee, I wonder why.
they
Dumb
sent
shits.
20 soldiers to Greenland, and
Didn't
then
Germany like bring theirs back
yeah,
already?
they're already left. And then
Yeah.
Poland didn't send any. Italy didn't send any. Like
Well, because it's
most of the base countries
like
didn't.
seriously, we're not actually going to invade them. But it's like they're more willing to fight us than like Russia. which should
Yeah.
tell you everything. By the way, I'm not
Yeah,
saying we
they
want
talk
with
a big
Russia,
game on Russia,
but
but then they buy as much Russian oil as you can imagine.
yeah, but then they actually put troops in Greenland, which is just yeah. And now you got Canada openly working with China, which I mean these idiots in Canada,
To
they're
be fair,
they're
I think
screwed.
Canada's gonna backtrack on that.
We'll see.
That type of shit they say every time they
That's
visit these
true.
countries. And yeah, Carney would have a massive like backlash
Well,
if he did that
we're gonna
shit.
talk about Canada a little bit because there was a poll that came
Yeah,
out. If I think you know about that, Luke, that one poll that came
yeah, I
out.
posted it.
Yeah, we'll we'll get down a little bit. American Nerd for 2. Give Wells a funny mustache, please. No. Gerald Armstrong for 5. Don Lemon's gonna get charged with the KKK Act. Ironic. Yeah, so that's the breaking news that broke a little bit ago. So Harmeet Dillon, the head of the Civil Rights Division of the DOJ, which for those that don't know, they are a very powerful position. They are very powerful in the DOJ. Basically, if they say something, you're getting charged, kind of thing. Well, Harmeet Dillon is now saying they will be pressing charges against Don Lemon under the KKK Act, which is kind of ironic, isn't it? Of all things to like go after him for, it's kind of a like ironic thing. But when you realize what the act actually does, what happened in Minneapolis, yeah, it's clear as day that's what happened here. So they are pressing charges, and for those that are saying, but they haven't pressed charges yet. Does anybody understand how long the legal process actually takes for this stuff? Seriously, do people think you could just charge people within 5 minutes? Seriously, this happened yesterday morning, and the DOJ didn't hear about it till like last night. So what? They're gonna charge them in the middle of the night? Who are they gonna charge? And that's a problem. You can't just charge people right away and say, "Well, we charge everybody involved." Before the dumbass went on Facebook and admitted they did it, we didn't know. So, so yeah, Luke, what's your thoughts on Don Lemon being charged by the KKK Act?
I think he's stupid. Don Lemon is
What a
like
dumb
an
shit.
actual. He's this is stupid. This whole like church thing,
Yeah, let's
and
pull the
like he's
video.
interviewing these people, and now he's backtracking and saying like, "Oh, the
I didn't
protesters
know
did this."
them.
He's like, no, he's talking this. He's like, "We have the First Amendment in this country," and it's like, yeah, we also have the freedom of religion to be able to practice
Yeah,
your religion without a mob coming in. Like these people are very quickly going to lose the public. They've already pretty
they've
much
lost
lost
it
it.
because they in
Any
my
shot they had,
hold on.
but yeah, it's not gonna like this stuff does not appeal to people. When you're going and harassing people at churches and stuff, that's when the BLM stuff started to really turn people off. When they started marching into businesses and yelling
Yep,
at people, and that's what they're
because
doing now.
there's one or two things you don't want to fuck around with as a protester. Okay, it's a private business because obvious reasons, or like houses or whatever, and especially I would argue this is more critical. Places of worship that's supposed to be off limits no matter what. And these
I saw
dumb
too.
shits.
I
What?
saw as well that there was this streamer in Los Angeles who was just driving around, and this woman like pulled him
I
like this
saw
woman
that.
came up to him, thought he was ICE. Like these people are paranoid. They think everyone's an ICE
They,
agent.
they
They're
become
doing this shit.
schizophrenic. They've been schizophrenic for years. Now they're paranoid. They think everything they see is ice related. They see a car, a
Yeah.
black SUV moving. That's ice. They see a truck. That's ice. For crying out loud, they went after tech workers in Minneapolis because they had a Texas license plate.
Hmm.
Seriously, it's like these people are nuts. And they're running around. And this was the part that really, I mean, I don't care what you think about what happened to Renee Good. I still think that was self defense based on the evidence. You don't go to a church and pull this stunt. And for those that didn't watch the video, this should make your blood boil. Look at this shit. And this is one of the different angles. They went to a
Because
church.
they accused the church
Yeah.
leader of the pastor of being like an ICE agent or assisting ICE. That's what they did. So that gives them justification to invade the church now.
Yeah. And
That's where these people are at.
when you say like when you think of the Red Scare, people make it sound like, oh, this was happening back then. It wasn't. But this is the type of shit they claim the Red Scare was doing. That they were going
To be
door to
fair, there
door.
was a lot of
There,
it.
there were
Okay.
some, but it wasn't as like bad as some people claimed it was. People are gonna sell like everybody's doors getting knocked in or whatever. But
Well, I will say this is a pretty big this is very comparable to that. Like
yeah,
everyone's just
I would say
ICE.
more egregious because at least back then you
Yeah,
had
they weren't
reasonable,
going into churches and
yeah,
doing shit. But
and
yeah.
at least you had kind of reasonable cause for the reasons that McCarthy was going after for obvious reasons. But that's a different story, I guess. But American Nerd for 2. Which KKK act? They made it like 3 of those. It's one where you can't go to the, you can't interfere with somebody's, like, place of worship, I think. Because there's, like, yeah, there's, like, 3 of them, I think. But this one I think is dealing with, you can't, like, harass people's religious stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're also gonna use the FACE Act, which people think it's just an abortion thing. No, it's not. It includes churches. So, K-Cub for 5 rap. You guys think you could charge people? It happened yesterday. Also rap when someone finds something in the span of 5 minutes, arrest them. Well, like, you could apply public pressure, but guys, we're talking about the legal system. Even under Biden, when they were knocking down doors at 3 AM, do you think they did that overnight? That took them months, if not years. America First Insight had a good post on it, for crying out loud. People should go read that. So, Chance Razik for 5. With it being MLK Day, got to go back and watch John Dole's video on why he wasn't a hero. That's a banner. Yeah, I think
I've
John
got a
Rose
hot
posted on
take on
that.
the right. I've got a
What?
very hot take on the online right. I think MLK. I disagree with a lot of his shit. I think he had a lot of leanings that we kind of disagree with. But I think ultimately was probably a force for good when you look at like the other leaders at the time, like
Oh yeah, he
Malcolm
was.
X, for example.
Like, I don't.
I think it was a net positive based on because that group you could have seen a lot worse radicalization, and
Well,
I
yeah.
think he ultimately what he's remembered for I think is generally a net positive. Which what's he remembered for? He's not remembered for the Marxism. He's not remembered for that. He's remembered for like the treat everyone equally, that type of thing.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
that's objectively a good thing. Like that's why
mhm.
I'm not as big a hater of MLK as others are.
Yeah, you're not gonna see me doing the standard right wing every
Yeah,
year. Like, here's why it's a fraud. Like, I think it's kind of stupid.
he was better than freaking. You talk with nutcases. Look at what was going on in the '60s, for crying out loud.
Yeah, look at the Nation of Islam. Look at the Black Hebrew
Yeah,
Israelites. Like, those were the competition.
that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not saying MLK was perfect, but it's like, yeah, I mean, I'd rather have a communist Unitarian that just says, hey, maybe don't go violent, don't go like beating people up, don't do that. Then
I'll be
the
back
others,
in like
yeah,
10 minutes or so.
okay. So with that, we have, but yeah. So overall, guys, this is what's going on in Minneapolis. I mean, this video is just insane. I got a full screen now. There we go. Yeah. So basically, these nutcases, they pulled up out of nowhere. I don't got the audio. Actually, let me get the audio up. Actually, uh, there we go. Wait a minute. I just realized something, guys. Are they chanting "Don't shoot"? Hands up, don't shoot. Yeah, so they're just chanting like Renee Good, hands up, don't shoot. Are you serious right now? We're back to this again. This is our opposition, everybody. Look at this. These people are just at church, and I think this was it doesn't matter what denomination it was. I think it was Baptist. I could be wrong. But it's like they're doing nothing wrong. It's a Sunday morning. They're going to church, and you're getting these nutcases just out of nowhere. They pull up, accuse the pastor of being secretly an agent of ICE or whatever, chanting Renee Good and this crap. Yeah, yeah, it's hands up, don't shoot, and then Renee Good. What the hell is this? I mean, look at this. And the thing that really infuriates me the most is I gotta pull up the image here. I think let me pull it up. 0 hour, I think I actually posted it. Because there's an image that's like, I don't care who you like support politically. This should make your blood boil. Let me find it. Right here. Yeah, so this is a real image right here. This is in the middle of the church, okay? Look at this. You have a kid like terrified. Everybody just like spooked out big time. It's like, how can anyone look at this image and say, yeah, this is perfectly fine? Seriously? This is what these nutcases are causing. These people are just going to a place of worship. How can anyone just say, yep, there's nothing wrong here? Nothing wrong here. They're all scared shitless. They don't know what to do. The kid's crying, for crying out loud. How can anyone defend this? a place of, I don't give a shit where. If this is a Baptist church, a Catholic, it doesn't matter. Why do we just accept this as, oh, this is perfectly normal? It's not. American Nerd for 5. Thoughts of Malcolm X. I thought he was crazy, yet he was right about white liberals using causes like the civil rights movement for their own agenda. Yeah, I agree with that. He was kind of out there some stuff, obviously, but he was right. He was right about the white liberal, which is hilarious. But what was this at? This was at the Minneapolis church where these nutcases were protesting, yelling at people. They got in their faces. They politely asked them to leave. And they said, "No, you're racist." Yeah, I got the rest of the video is right here. This might be the video right here. Yeah. Yeah, so this is real.
People. Why are you not at Whipple every day fighting for the humanity, standing for our people? Where are you? You drink your coffee, you got your jewelry, you have your nice clothes, but what do you do? What do you do to stand?
These are the nutcases, by the way. Just get in their faces. They're not doing anything. They're just with a church. They're attacking them for drinking coffee, for crying out loud. Really?
You have no comment, exactly.
There's like 30 of them. There's like 30 of them just around here harassing people. What the? I didn't watch the full video. I watched most of it.
Renee Good.
Oh yeah, it's all about Renee Good. Yeah, look how many there are. There is quite literally like 30 of them.
All these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps.
You can't make this up. He's attacking white people for somehow being they're involved with kids being sent to what? And of course, there's a white guy. You notice that, by the way, it's like there's like three, it's like old white liberals that went here. I mean, this guy looks deranged. Holy shit. This is just insane.
Doing absolutely nothing for your Latino and Somali brothers and sisters.
Your Latino and Somali brothers and sisters. I don't see any Somalis here. Does anybody? Anybody? I don't see a single Somali here.
You come here to a man wearing a suit. Is a preacher? Did Jesus wear a suit? Did Jesus profit off the words? No. Jesus would die with innocence. Do not touch me.
What is he talking about?
You are a fake Christian. Why are you not standing with your Somali and Latino communities? Why do I not see you out at Whipple every day protesting this attack on humanity? Where are you? You're sinners. You're pretending to be Christians.
Bro, you can just tell this guy doesn't know jack shit about Christianity. This is what actually happened, by the way. This is not a fake video. It's not a parody. This schizophrenic, paranoid leftist just showed up, got in people's faces, and said, "You're a fake Christian. You're a sinner." Yeah. Ignore the theology stuff. How? All because allegedly everybody here was secretly involved with ICE agents kidnapping kids. What is this guy talking about?
You know you live an easy life, don't you? A very easy life while people are starving. Shame.
People are starving.
Out now.
Look, there's 30 of them.
Living real comfortable while the people starve.
Look at this shit.
Comfortable while children are dragged.
They're harassing elderly people. Anybody trying to get out of there, they're harassing. There's a video of Don Lemon running around saying, "No, we gotta go after." They're like laughing at kids, like being crying and stuff. It's just what is this? I mean, seriously, I don't care if you think Trump's doing a good job or not. Like you're a Democrat or whatever. This is insane. This actually happened at a place of worship. Like it just, this makes my blood boil. Just all these people, they're trying to live their lives. They're doing nothing. They're not even involved. I guarantee you, a chunk of them probably voted for Harris, for crying out loud. And these nutcases pull up out of nowhere. They harass them. They give their faces. They're basically threatening to do something. Oh my gosh. K Cup for 5. These are the same people who defended Catholic school shooter because he was trans. These people consumed by evil. Yeah. American Nerd for 5. Honestly, incidents like this make more evidence of why the left can never be allowed to have power again. Republicans should use this for midterm ads. I agree. I agree. I don't like the GOP, but you got to vote Republican. No, none of this should Thomas Massey, like, screw him, but you got to vote Republican. Because who would you rather have? A party that's incompetent and hates you, or this? Seriously, that's your option. Chance Razik for 5. Reminds me of the liberals' reaction after the Madison Square Garden rally to Tony's joke about Puerto Rico. Nobody cared except white liberals. Yeah. The only people I care about this shit are white liberals. They're middle-aged white liberals. And not white boomers. That's the only people I give a shit about this stuff. American Nerd for 2. We live in a South Park / Beavis and Butthead episode. Yeah. Boris for 10. It's mind-boggling that these people are not protesting their representatives to change the law. Instead of ICE and dragging uninvolved people involved. Don't let the law get mad at the politicians. Yeah. If you want to do a peaceful protest, I don't give a shit. You have the right to do that. Like, I think you're stupid, but go ahead. Yeah. Why are they not protesting their politicians? Why? American Nerd for 2. Them. Why don't you protest me? I have a life. But it's insane. Yeah, that's a good point. They're doing this because of illegal Somali immigrants that stole billions of dollars. Yeah. That's what this is about. And like, look at the crowd of people. I got the video still pulled up. Okay, they're like, yeah, look at this. I mean, just seriously. There are no words for this. None of these people were involved with anything. They weren't doing anything. They weren't harassing people. They were just going to church on a Sunday. And they got to deal with these schizophrenics. My gosh. What is this? You can't vote for a party that causes this crap. Yeah. Never seen a meth streamer. I mean, they're like, we joke about that, but seriously, what % of these guys are on drugs? Like, what's the terminology for it? Like the drugs that, like, oh gosh, what's it called? It's something crazy. I gotta pull this up. This is a psyop. I don't know. There's a terminology for it. I'll find it. There's like a chart going around that people use. I gotta find it. President Gilbert Giddy up for 5. More reasons why boomers should be allowed to vote. Hippie generation, all about peace and love, but use intimidation tactics like back then. Yeah. Yeah, psychedelics. Yeah. These people are on psychedelics and God knows what. And Mr. Luke is back.
What are you talking about? I'm Will Stansel.
Oh gosh. But yeah, so we're just talking about what happened in the church thing, and serious question, what % of these people are on psychedelics or like prescription drugs? Like, honestly.
Probably most of them.
I mean,
or they're just deranged boomers.
I think this is the scary thing. It's a combination of like 3 things.
Or they're either on it now or they were on it in the 60s.
Yeah.
So much to the point that their brains are just like permanently nuked.
This is bad. There's a nutcase in Florida who got arrested without bond due to making threats to assassinate DeSantis. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, that's a modern day left, everybody. That's who you're dealing with here. They can't win an election. They can't protest normally. They do this shit.
I can't win at the ballot box.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. It's very much a just lefty thing, which has spawned from the 60s and never got checked. Yeah, it never got checked once. Like, nobody stopped this crap from happening. They let it spiral out of control, and now this. But I mean, like, the good news is, though, and there are positives, this, I think, caused the left to lose optics war on this whole Minneapolis thing. I really think that they were losing it beforehand. The average person is just going to say, what the hell is going on in Minneapolis? They're storming freaking churches and shit now. And apparently, they're planning on doing more of this crap the next couple of weeks. You hear about that? Apparently, the
Yeah,
same.
makes sense.
They're gonna do more of it. They're just gonna storm more churches because Orange Man bad or Somali immigrants are they're hiding them now. It's just, oh my gosh. So, Luke, do you think this is like optics? Like, what's your thoughts on like the long term ramifications of this? Like,
I mean, I
honestly,
think the national Dems are gonna have to come into a predicament where do they endorse this and risk losing their base, or do they endorse it and lose the election? That's gonna be what they do. And honestly, I think a lot of Dems are gonna just keep their base and lose the election. Because let's be real, dude. Let's be real. The Dems probably want to be the permanent like minority party. They probably
that's
do.
actually a good point.
because they make their money. Doesn't fucking matter if they're in the government or opposition. They're making their money and they get to like get all these delusional voters to think that they're the voice of the opposition. They probably like being in the minority.
Well, now I would also
That's-
argue that the party's been taken over by delusional people too.
It has, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, look what happened to the DNC last year. They rewarded failure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
American
mean,
Earth.
ironically, one of the smartest Democratic politicians now is Zofran, and
Yeah.
we thought that wouldn't be the case, but he has a brain. What's he saying on the ICE stuff? He's telling people if you're arrested by ICE, even if you think it's unjust, just comply and you can fight it in court later. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Well, because
He's
he's
saying-
politically savvy. He 100% knows where this is going.
Also, he's actually tried building a relationship with Trump, unlike most of these other people.
Well, because like
Tim Walz.
the thing with Trump and Mamdani is they have agreements on some issues, like not exactly how they want to do it, but there are some like common ground on some stuff.
Yeah.
So, American Nerd for 2. I have prescriptions, but I'm not as crazy as them. Well, yeah, I mean these people are on God knows what, like for depressive stuff probably. So. Josh Lander for 5. Of course, the left goes after churches. The left went after the churches of French Revolution. This always happens. Look at Spain in the 30s. That's a perfect comparison, by the way. Look what
The only difference is the left here doesn't have guns.
that's the
That's it.
difference. For those that don't know, look up what the quote unquote Democrat Republicans or whatever they call them in Spain, like Republican
They were
Spain.
the Republicans.
Yeah,
that's what they
Republicans.
referred to as.
Yeah, they were the quote unquote Democrat side. Look at what they did at the clergy in Spain in the 30s. And the scary thing is, I forgot who brought this up. The left would have done the same thing here. But like you said, they don't have any guns, which is just, that's their fault. They don't have any
If
guns.
They did have guns. You can guarantee they'd be doing the same things.
Yeah,
And
shoot up
I
everybody.
wouldn't rule that out. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And keep in mind, this is Minnesota in the winter. Okay.
Oh, God. Yeah,
How do
this
you
is the,
think this is going to be in a few months? That's what I'm telling you. It's
yeah,
gonna
the
get
boomers,
worse.
the more boomers get out of the like hibernation. It's going to happen. Because a lot of them are like in Florida right now, Alabama. So, well, am I wrong?
Yeah, they're migrating.
Yeah. Funny how that works.
Boomer migration. They're like birds. Every time it gets a little cold out, they just like flee.
American Nerd for 2. What's worse, a boomer hippie or their kids? Boomer hippie.
Most of their kids are like they're like Gen
Yeah.
Xers, dude.
Yeah, most of them are halfway sane. So, right guy
Yeah,
for
Gen X is like the most conservative generation. Well, I guess you have the silent gen, but they're almost all
they're
gone.
dead. It's sad, which is sad, but
Yeah.
right guy for 5. Why would a Christian hide migrants from the famously Christian country of Czech's note, Somalia? Yeah, which is weird. Like they're just saying like they were kidnapping kids or stuff. I was like, wait, what? Since when was Ice Ages kidnapping kids and throwing them in
I've been
churches?
seeing this. They're going around to like every somewhat masculine older dude in Minneapolis.
I'm
I
gay.
saw
They're
that.
like they're
Hey, yeah.
harassing them, saying that they're ICE. Like you're seeing these videos of this guy. This guy's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
He's
so
like,
yay,
"Oh,
what's your thoughts on Minneapolis's church?
I'm black.
Wow.
Sorry, that's a Tyrone bit. Anyways, someone made a very good point on this earlier. People talk about the rise of. Am I allowed to say the F word? The F word? The F word? Can
Which
I say
one?
the F word? The rise of the F word. You know, the one where in the 40s and it's fucking the thing.
Post it in chat. Good
What?
lord.
Am I
Oh,
allowed to say that
that's
word?
a good one. That's actually, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can say
okay,
that word.
okay.
You just
Anyways,
can't say the other one.
Ah, the other one. Anyways, the rise of fascism does not start. It doesn't just come out of nowhere. People don't just suddenly rise up one day and say, "I want to elect this man with his evil policies and evil totalitarian, authoritarian policies." What happens is normal people they get introduced to left wing extremism. They get introduced to left wing violence. They get introduced to, oh, I don't know, leftists busting down the door of their church and demanding that they submit to them and prove that none of them are ICE agents. As stuff like this continues to happen, the support for fascism goes up. And now I'm politically coherent enough, I'm politically experienced enough to know that fascism is normally not the answer. And I'm not endorsing fascism in any way, shape, or form. I'm just telling you what happens when left-wing idiots like this basically just try to interfere with normal people just trying to live their lives. Because guess what? It turns them against you. And at some point, they're going to go, okay, the conservatives aren't doing anything. The leftists are supporting this. Is there a third option I can support that will put these
third
people in
way.
their place? Yeah,
Yes.
is there a third way I can go with?
There's a third way, dude.
Yeah, is there a third way I can go with that will use the government to put these people in their place and to keep my society civil and pure? And eventually, that's not going to be one of these two parties. It's going to be a more authoritarian party later on down the road. I'm just warning people
the
what's going to happen.
clavicular party.
Yeah, something like that. It's
Well,
going to be
like,
the fucking
like-
Aiden Ross party.
Like, the more I look at it, this is like basically identical to what happened in Spain in the 30s. Like, you're gonna see a Franco type rise up eventually. It's gonna happen. Like, if these nutcases aren't stopped now, what do you think's gonna happen? Seriously.
The GOP needs to become more authoritarian, because if it doesn't, it's going to be ousted from power. It's not going to be replaced by Democrats. It may be at first, but eventually it's going to be replaced by something far worse.
Yeah.
So that is my message to left-wing agitators. That is my message to the GOP. Put these people in their place now, or you're going to lose your job to somebody who's even more extreme.
Well, the good news is it seems like they're going to charge people. So it's something the DOJ is on top of this. And again, it takes a while. Like, obviously, you want to charge right away, but you can't just charge somebody 5 minutes after the fact. But
The DOJ is about to, looks like they're targeting
Don Lemon. Yeah, they're going
Yeah.
after him with the KKK Act, which is just freaking ironic. I mentioned this earlier, but yeah. The KKK Act, everybody. So, and but the big one they're going to go after the rest of people with is the, is it the FACE Act? Is that what it's called? Right?
Yeah, it's the FACE Act.
Yeah, basically, for those that don't know, you just basically can't, like, do what you did in church. You just can't do that.
Also, not to mention, people don't seem to understand, a church is private property.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to
Yeah.
bust down the door, interrupt the congregation, start screaming at the pastors. All you're doing by doing this, you're only hurting yourself. And the reason they gave for busting into that church, Don Lemon included, is that, quote, one of the lead pastors is an ICE agent.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's not even like proven. They don't even have any actual concrete evidence of this. They think that one of the guys that works there works for the federal government.
And that's a crazy thing. It's like these people are just becoming paranoid. They actually think everybody they don't like is ICE agent now. They actually convince themselves.
Yeah, no. And here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about the FACE Act. The FACE Act is actually primarily used to put people
For
in prison
abortion.
for praying at abortion clinics
Yeah.
or abortion facilities. But yes, there actually is a religious exemption as well. You are not allowed to do sit-ins at churches. You are not allowed to interrupt churches and basically scream at them and do sit-ins. All of that is illegal. You're not allowed to do it. You're especially not allowed to do it because it's private property. They can kick your ass out whenever they want. The FACE Act just adds more punishments to it. And the guy that they interviewed, that Don Lemon had the fucking gall to basically say, you will answer my questions for me, actually did a pretty damn good job at it.
Yeah.
He put them in their place for what it's worth. He had no obligation to do that. He could have told them to get the fuck out of there and called. I guess you can't really call the police. Minneapolis is going to side with them. But I mean, you can call people. You can call federal agents. You can do what you need to do. Because the FACE Act actually is a federal crime, so that would actually be a federal enforcement.
And the big thing is like now because we got grand jury on already, so that's the good news on it. So there is movement on that front.
Is there already a grand jury for Lemon, or is it just people in general?
It sounds like that's what they might get it later this week, I should say. So we'll see, but they are moving on it.
I ain't holding my breath on it.
Yeah, we'll see. It sounds like they are Listen, we are talking about the DOJ after all, but
Also, real American. I think we have to watch this brave stand against fascism.
oh my. Before we watch that video, a couple super chats to catch up to. American Nerd for 2. I thought boomer hippies raised millennial hippies. Kind of, but the millennials are not this crazy, really, which is strange.
They're already switched. They had to change their underwear when Obama ran, but now they're like growing a brain. It seems
Yeah.
like.
Millennials are just like they're kind of just stupid. They're not extremist in general. I mean, they kind of are, but they're like the harmless extremist.
Yeah, they're
mean,
like
they're
the
voting Republican.
they're
now,
the
so you
modern day
gotta remember.
boomers, but they're
Yeah,
less
and-
crazy.
They're
Yeah.
like the last generation, I think, that's gonna have that whole like phase where it's just like start out lib and then like get more conservative. Like that seems like what they've done. They're
Yeah.
just like the default generation, kind of.
Well, because now, like, unironically, like, leftists are just like, they're not having kids now, so good luck with that. Good luck with that. So, like, they're just gonna like lose the long run. But yeah. Anyways, funny. Careful God for 2. Can we just give Minnesota to Canada at this point? Yeah, can we just do that? How about we take Alberta and they can have Minnesota?
Yeah, that works.
All right. K Cup for 5. Seriously, Luke and Rapp, let's get these boomers in Michigan and Wisconsin move to Minnesota. Make it the Midwest, Colorado, sacrifice Minnesota, make Wisconsin, Michigan, others red. I agree with that.
I kind of want to win Minnesota in the future.
It's
though. I think
over. Luke, that ship has sailed. It's just
It
not
was
gonna
only,
happen.
dude. It was only like D+4 and 20. We can save it. This is
yeah.
like when you're in like a shitty relationship or something. and
Yeah.
you're like it's salvageable.
If Reagan couldn't win it, and I know that was unique circumstances, but if Reagan
Nixon
couldn't win
won
that
it, though.
race, yeah. American Nerd for 2. Let's trade Minnesota for Alberta. Oh, yeah, I read that already. Marcus Holiday for 50. The issue with invoking the Insurrection Act is that these people, Democrats, want it. The moment you give it to them, they'll run wild with it. Then these riots become a national problem, not just a Minnesota issue. And that is a concern that I understand. I still think that we've reached a point of insurrection, especially what happened with the Minneapolis police, like being told to stand down. But still, I understand the reasoning. Okay, Luke, what is this video you sent?
Okay, for what it's worth, the Insurrection Act is not a nationwide declaration.
Yeah, it's just
If
location
you
by
use
location.
it's location by location. If Trump activates it, he's going to use it in Minneapolis. That's going to be the main target, and he's only going to use it. There have to be like some amount of. There has to be like some subordinates by the governor or the mayor. The mayor and the police department already seem to be meeting that bar, but I'm not too sure. It may eventually become a national issue just based off of that, but I'm not too sure.
Oh, I missed the super chat again. Shit. Oh, sorry about that. Oh shit. Chad Drazik for 5. Anomaly threw a fit over Trump getting along with Zoran. He's the most insufferable mass he said. I swear that guy's getting paid by his campaign. Yeah, I don't get why it's an issue to have Trump have a good relationship with his Mamdani. I don't get the problem with that is. It's like, okay, they have a good relationship. Okay. It's like Trump and Newsom back in 2019. They were good
It's like
friends back then.
It's like Trump and AMLO is what it really is.
Oh yeah, that's actually a perfect comparison, actually. Yeah, sorry for missing super chat. But
Bro, it's like comical how old the people are in this video. You gotta.
yeah, I'm
This is
pulling
like a
up now.
retirement home outing.
Viper for 2. I heard Prop 50 is going to SCOTUS. Yeah, it's going to SCOTUS. I don't know if we're going to get it.
Can SCOTUS do anything with that? I thought
I
that
mean-
was a state issue.
They could take them any case they want.
I mean, I guess they technically could, but like the state government, the only way this goes is going to, especially
though, it's a congressional map, and
That's a
like, that
thing.
affects the
That-
country.
that is true. But I do wonder if it could, because like here's the thing, we've all seen. I've pointed that out before. Prop 50 was illegally placed on the ballot. There is no argument against it. There is anyone who has read the documents and how much time must take place in between. Excuse me, in between putting it like voting on it and then putting it on the ballot later. They did not vote on it in time. They were like a month late. I
Yeah.
believe it was 90 days or it was 60 days. I don't know. All I know is they missed that deadline. The ballot, it should have been placed on the next November ballot, which would have been this year, which would have kept the old maps in place. I'm not saying that that's going to mean that, like, basically, the best case scenario, from what I understand, is It will go into effect in 2028 and 2030, but not 2026, which is when it kind of needs to be out of there.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So it's just they clearly saw. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've read that too. It's just like 90 days, I think. Hey, Tyrone. Thank you. All right, so
He's
Luke,
not-
what
he's
is
not
this
happy
video?
about the Texans from
I
yesterday.
am, I am so fucking pissed off. 5 fucking interceptions in one game. What the fuck,
Charlie
CJ?
Kirk cooked.
Bro, that game wasn't the first time Patriots left C Kirk unprotected.
Oh, jeez.
We
Okay.
are Christian Kirk.
All right. So, anyways,
I'm just so fucking. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hijack the stream for a couple minutes.
no.
Fuck you.
So
I
Luke,
am genuinely so upset. The Patriots are continuing their fucking Mickey Mouse ass cakewalk to the Super Bowl.
yeah, no, they're gonna
And
play the
people are
Broncos.
already- People. Oh no, dude, the Broncos are cooked since fucking.
Yeah. Nick's got hurt.
Yeah, Knicks is out. We're gonna. I. Jesus Christ, if you can hear me, please enable the Seahawks to crush the Patriots. I don't want May to be called Brady 2.0. I don't want any semblance of joy for Patriots fans. I want the Patriots to suffer. Patriots century of humiliation.
Seahawk Tua.
Oh gosh.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, you know what? I'm driving to your house and shooting you in the head.
Hey,
That's not very
okay,
nice.
bro, come on.
You can't do that.
All right.
What?
Okay. So, anyways, back to the stream. So, Luke, what is this video you sent? What is this?
This is the resistance fighting ice in Minnesota. They're reaching kind of like these new levels, and I think it's important to
What even
observe-
is this? The de-icer? What? And
No,
this
what are we talking about?
It gets better. It
I'll
gets
take
better,
my
dude.
horchata warm cuz fuck ice. Look at
You
the
gotta
crowd of these
believe it
people.
gets better.
Look at this crowd.
Look at the bowling pins, though. Like,
I'm just
Yeah,
What?
Trump is
Trump, you
currently
have the
aligned with
Ayatollah, you
Khamenei
have
now.
Kim Jong Un. Yeah, Trump is totally aligned with.
I see it now. Didn't Trump try to wait a minute? Aren't they shilling for the guy in Iran? Oh, that was the whole point.
They will be.
Oh my gosh.
And then they got the chicken. They got like
The bowling ball.
Love melts. I guess love melts something. I don't know, man.
Dude, this is just
Remember when people said love Trump's hate?
look at this. The chicken.
Yeah,
Why is there
I
a
remember that.
chicken? Why is there a chicken with
I
a
think
fucking
it's from like the Trump always chickens out.
It's the
I think
taco thing.
But
yeah.
they have a
the
freaking
taco.
whistle?
No,
What?
it's chicken from Chicken Jockey, guys.
Chicken
So
Jackie.
Love melts.
Chicken jockey.
Be good. What is this?
The be
Love
good. I
Trump's
think that's
hate.
the fucking Melania Trump thing.
So
This reminds me of like sometime I think it was in 2024 where they had like that taco stand or something to like oppose Trump.
oh
and the
yeah,
taco
that's
was
right.
just,
DN
like,
that was
so
literally
bad.
like DNC funded.
That was the funniest thing. Like I remember we saw like how like disgusting it was.
Oh,
like-
the Dem members who didn't even know how to make a taco.
Yeah, they don't know how to make you don't know how to make a freaking taco. Seriously?
Next, making a taco wholesome.
All right. Chance Strazik for 5. I lost hope for Red Minnesota after the 2020 riots and then moved to the left in the election. The state is cursed. It sucks because I have family there. Yeah, it's awful.
The state is not. The state is moving to the left because of all the illegal immigrants.
That's true.
We'll say though in 24 it moved more to the right than 3 Rust Belt states did. So
All right.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. We're talking about that.
Minnesota.
President Gilbert getting up for
Sure.
5. Tyrone comes to Ye's house and Ye points out, you know what? And he says with a very feminine voice, saying, taser, taser.
This is true.
Taser.
This is true. If you show up to my house, I will do my impersonation of a female cop.
You only you and I are
Jesus.
ever going to understand. Actually,
I just realized.
I sent real text in the clip of that. I think.
Yeah,
I just realized
talked
I get
about-
the reference.
We've talked about it on stream before, yeah.
Yeah. American
Taser.
American Nerd for 2. Forget Mexico. We need a wall around Minnesota. I agree with that, actually. And around Chicago, which, by the way, thank God the Bears lost. Listen, after what Caleb
No,
Williams
you
did.
Shut your fucking mouth. Shut the
Listen,
fuck up.
well, what?
No, the
Listen,
Bears deserve to win. The Super Bowl
No,
should
they
have been
didn't.
the Bears versus the Texans. Fuck anybody counter signaling teams who haven't been there in a hot fucking minute.
Packers have
The
been there
reason the
15
NFL
years.
I mean, the Green Bay Fudge Packers deserve it.
Thank you.
Fuck off.
Okay, but to be fair though, like, well, what Williams also to the Rams is bullshit. Freaking, you run 20 yards backwards, you just chuck it, you get a touchdown. How the hell does this even happen? How? Oh gosh. It looked like it violated every food safety law. Yeah, I gotta find the picture of the taco thing. Anybody got that anywhere?
Awesome.
Somebody find the taco thing because that's freaking hilarious. All right. So, anyways, back to Minneapolis.
Back to you, Steve.
What? Oh god. Oh, I get it. Yeah. But yeah, no. So he called them the Fudge Packers. Good lord. But yeah. So when it comes to Minneapolis, the weirdest thing I noticed with these crowds is, where are the Somalis at? Serious question. Does anybody notice that?
Deported, or they are in like a camp right now.
Honestly, seriously, I mean, we all rip on like Somalis for like not being very smart, but I think even they're smart enough to realize that, hey, if we show up to these like ICE protests, like we're gonna get deported like 10 times harder. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's my
I mean,
take on
like,
that.
well, the thing with which is just weird though. It's like you're telling the old ass white liberals, like the one protesting Somali fraud. Is this a crowd that fell for their scams and it's like they're just
Oh, yeah,
doubling
did you
down on
guys
it?
see Brian Krasenstein, who for some reason is a Twitter mutual of mine? He went to the Quality Leering Center. Did you see that? And he was trying to
Yeah,
prove that it was.
and I had a great ratio of him, which is just listen. I'm
Had an
proud.
amazing ratio of him. They
Yeah.
said it was one of the biggest ratios against
Yeah,
the
for people who don't know the
Krasenstein
lore
group.
behind them, they were like the two libs who got banned from Twitter back during that whole like ban wave in 2021. And like, there's a lot of theories. The reason they were banned is just because they were like so fucking annoying that even the libs hated them. like,
Yeah,
like
so
he made the left look bad.
So this dumbass was saying, visiting the Quality Learning Center in Minneapolis, they are closed, it must be fraud. Oh wait, and it's spelled correctly. Which, if you look at the video for a second, I'm gonna zoom in on this. You can clearly tell, by the way, they just covered up the original sign. Because it was originally like, what was it, Leering, right? Leering?
Quality Leering Center.
Yeah, now it's Learning. But you can just tell, look at the C, it's just cut off halfway. So they just paste it over. This dumbass is saying, no,
Also,
it was actually fake all along. It was
the
always
funniest
Learning Center.
part about the Krasnstein brothers is I'm allowed to say this because I am taller than them. They're 5'5". They are 5'5". That is embarrassing.
I mean, you're 5'6", and I monk you.
It's not true. It's not true. I would say it's
I'm
5'7",
5'7".
borderline 5'8", honestly. If you really
Oh,
think
gosh,
about
America.
I
6'7".
am a whole foot taller than you. I am 6'7".
it. 6'7".
American Nerd for 2.
6'7".
What's the Bears?
Either way, I'm taller than them, and that's what really matters, you know.
Oh gosh, American Nerd for 2. Was it the Bears? Kirk's favorite team? Yes. And oddly enough, the Oregon Ducks were his favorite college team. Which is
Did you
weird.
guys? Did you guys
Like,
see?
I love Charlie
the
Kirk,
fucking-
dude, but like, it's not going to get me to root for the Bears. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I'm sorry, but like the fucking tweet that was going around last night, Charlie Kirk had made it was a Kirk tweet from 2011.
I know what you're
where was
talking
it? Hold on,
about.
Let me find it.
Is it the one where he said 6'7"?
No, maybe the Patriots should fumble again. That would help. 2013, by the way.
Yeah, I forget who it is. It's like somebody says like there's a tweet for everything.
There is actually a Charlie Kirk tweet for fucking everything.
You know the funny.
There is a Charlie Kirk 6'7" tweet. I don't know where it is though, but yeah, he does say 6'7".
You know the funniest thing about the whole like Minneapolis thing is, where are the kids that are missing out of their daycare center? That's a real question.
You mean the Quality Leering Center?
Yeah, where are the kids at? Like, shouldn't there be a bunch of parents bitching about it? Their daycare center shut down.
You gotta understand, the places are real. You just have to believe me, bro.
Yeah, you just had to.
And
Yeah,
you know,
no.
if you investigate it, you're creepy. You know.
Dude, I
the
saw
places
this
is
shit
real.
where someone some liberal journalist took a tour of the Quality Learning Center after the video, and you could see they had like a wall, but you could see it was like a set. Like you could see
Yeah,
one of the camera
I know you're
angles was,
talking
like,
about.
off to the side.
Let
You
me
could
pull
see it
this
was just
up.
plastered up, yeah.
Leering Center
The
tour.
Quality Learning Center. I will never get over that. It's one thing to get the sign and realize that you misspelled it, but you put it up and you leave it up like that. That's you had to have not noticed.
It's I don't know English, dude.
All right.
That is true. They don't know English.
IWE for 5. Off topic, but I watched your video on the midterms and I agree with you. I agree with you. All the polls oversampled Democrats by a lot, just like in 2024. Well, the whole point of yesterday's video was not to say there's be a red wave or anything, but like right now, you look at the actual polls, they're not showing a record-breaking blue tsunami. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. And
They're
these
like
idiots really
10
think it's
points
happening.
to the right of where they were at this point in
Yeah,
2018.
And I'll also argue that the thing that matters the most is Trump's approval of the base, and it's not going down. So which makes me wonder, how is Trump at 40% then? How? How is he possibly at
Yeah.
40%?
And here's what I'll tell you guys as well. Here's
Yeah,
what I'll tell you guys as well. With the midterms, because I talked about this a little bit on our Portuguese election stream yesterday. Ignore why we were streaming that, but we were talking a bit about the midterms during it. So we were talking a bit about. I made a point where I was basically like, keep in mind this. In the Trump era, the one cycle presidential year or midterm, I'm not talking about off years because off years don't really matter, but like midterm and presidential year, there's been quite a few. The only one where Republicans were overestimated in the polls was 2022. 2016, 2018, 2020, and 2024, Republicans overperformed the polls. 2022 was the only year they underperformed.
Yeah.
And all these people are going around saying it's basically guaranteed Republicans are going to underperform in 26. It's not guaranteed. In fact, history would prove that the last midterm under a Trump presidency, we actually did overperform the polls a little bit. Now, is it possible that we do underperform? Yes. But we can't act like it's a certainty because there's like a lot of people on Twitter saying it's certain that Democrats are going to be underestimated. And you
I
can't
don't think
say
it's
that.
certain, but I think we should. I don't know. The polls for us don't look that great. Like, what is going on in these with these? And a certain certain person mentioned this yesterday in our chat, Luke. But what is going on in North Carolina? Like Cooper, I know Cooper's favored, but like these
The polls are
ridiculous
bullshit. That's what it is.
I think that poll was. Like,
I don't buy that poll.
also, Boston Nationalist was telling me about this just now. Apparently, like 15% of the sample didn't vote in 2024.
Well, if it's another thing, it's
so-
like you're telling me we had one of the highest turnout elections in history in the last 2 presidential years. You're telling me that there's more mysterious voters showing up out of nowhere?
And they're going to be
Yeah,
15%.
most of the swing
of the-
states in 24 had higher turnout
Yeah.
in 24 than
It's like
2020.
at this point we've reached our
Mhm.
maximum for turnout in the modern day. You're not going to get much higher than 2020. Yeah, that ship has sailed for any higher. And you tell me that there's 50% of voters are going to they never voted before. There's always like 3%, but not 15. Just stupid, and that's a problem. Who's taking these polls then? They never vote, but this time they're going to vote. This time, everybody, totally. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
All right, K-Cup for 5. 5 picks was a result of Stroud bashing almost Vice President Aaron Rodgers. Sorry, Tyrone, that's karma. Also, more touchdowns in one less game than Love. Love over Stroud. Oh, gosh.
Trump's hate.
Yeah.
D'Amico is a good head coach. He's very.
Oh, he's
smart.
great. He's a good head coach. I agree.
He's great. He is. Look, the Texans had the best defense in the league this year for a reason, but they've completely fumbled their offense to the point. And plus, we need to have a talk about how CJ Stroud doesn't do good under pressure whatsoever. Stroud needs a competent offensive coach and some kind of fucking mental resiliency training because he is. I was raging about him, but he when he's in his zone, he is a fucking phenomenal quarterback. But he does not perform well under pressure, and he may also. There's rumors of him having sustained a hand injury. We probably would have won if Davis Mills was fucking fielded, but no, we didn't. And so the Patriots are gonna fucking cakewalk their way to the Super Bowl, and everyone's gonna fucking cheer because they're gonna say the Patriots are good again, and they're finally good post Brady. And 75% of Patriots fans are the most fucking like mouth breathing fucking goyim on the planet.
Well, listen, you want Matt LaFleur, Tyrone? You want Matt LaFleur? You can have him. Please take him
No.
from us.
No,
No, please, I beg of you. You can have him
No.
for free. We'll give you draft picks for him.
No.
Please. Listen,
No.
why is he not fired? That's my question. How does he still have a job? Just freaking
Stroud?
stupid.
because there's the fucking no one better than him.
I don't know. He's an awful head coach, Tyrone. Don't let the record fool you. He's awful. I would rather have I would rather have most head coaches. What?
The Texans said Happy MLK Day.
Rip.
Never
American-
mind, I'm going back to the Cowboys.
You American Nerd for 2. Speaking of football, good
Also,
luck, Indiana.
Tyrone, Boston told you to take the L. Boston National.
Yeah, so Indiana's playing tonight. Yeah, I think everybody here rooting for Indiana versus Miami, right?
I'm
I'm rooting for Miami.
I'm rooting for Israel.
Me too.
So true. Oh, by
Did
the way,
you know
Tyrone,
the Israel
the
Bowl is
Cowboys
the
said Happy MLK Day too. The Cowboys.
This is
Okay.
so tragic. I'm supporting.
In
the
all
Bears
seriousness,
rather than Chicago.
In all seriousness, I am rooting for Miami because if Miami wins the national championship, then us losing on like 3 weeks ago makes me feel less bad about it.
Copium.
So true.
All right. The thirds for 5. I live in Iowa. I don't trust polls. 2022, they had Kim Reynolds losing by 2. She won by 19. And in 2024, they had Trump down by 3. He won by 14. Yeah. That's what's saying. Like, you gotta be careful with polls, especially now. It's all over the place. Nobody knows. American Nerd for 2.
Here's my rule of advice when it comes to polling. If polling looks good for us, you take it at face value. If it looks bad for you, you just kind of have to extrapolate it until it
That's
looks good
real.
for you.
American Nerd for 2.
Very true.
I'll take Patriots fans over Philly fans every day. I mean,
No. No.
okay.
That is how I know you are the raped.
Jeez. Let's see. I'm an Oregon fan, so it might be difficult to, because Miami has our old coach. Listen, I want Indiana to win because Big Ten. So, but yeah, I got the Learning Center's interior, by the way, and look at this shit. Does anybody notice a problem with it? So ignore the fact it looks like they just painted it like 5 seconds ago. This is like a week ago. Does anybody notice the very top of the image? Anybody notice anything?
Looks like a warehouse.
Also, that poll had Roy Cooper's favorability at the lowest with 18 to 24. So I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck's going on.
Yeah, so right here.
I
So
mean, I don't think. Yeah, I just think the polls are bullshit. But that being said, I do think we're in a tough.
Oh no,
position.
we're cooked in that Senate race. Honestly, we probably should have ran Laura Trump because she would have at least polarized the race. Like, here's the thing: Whatley was a great party organizer, but he's not very good as a candidate.
well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get to the summer. K Cup for 2. LaFleur's fire Bisaccia because what the f does he do? No, fire LaFleur allows that to happen every time we have a big lead in these games. We just blow it because our offense doesn't do shit, and he's in charge of the offense. He just does
At the
inside
same-
zone and doesn't do anything.
Same time, maybe we should just concede North Carolina and kind of just go for Georgia
No,
and
we
Michigan.
shouldn't concede North Carolina. That's
No.
fucking stupid. That's really fucking
We
stupid.
don't even know. We're still
We're
how many months
in
away from the election?
January for crying out loud.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah,
take,
but
If
I'm
he's
not gonna
down
take a
20
freaking
points,
tip
he's down
poll.
20 points. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
taking a tip poll at face value that
okay,
clearly
for
it's
the
a
is not
record-
good.
Republican internal, though. That's the
Okay,
issue.
okay. Let me say this. Yes, being down 24 points is bad, but one, Cooper's at 48%. I'm not saying that's good for us, but it's also he's not over 50, which is kind of where if you're over 50% at the beginning of the election, that's when it becomes an uphill battle. Secondly, Roy Cooper is the governor. He left office not even a year ago. I think he might have left a year ago to the day. And Whatley is just a guy. Nobody knows who he is. This is a our very popular former governor versus generic Republican who have no idea what his policies are, it's always going to be a borderline
It's-
blowout, which I think it's a blowout in this poll. I'm not saying Cooper isn't favored. I think he is favored right now. But no, people, we're not throwing this race to the wolves right now. We're not going to do this and that. We're going to run a little closer to it. And if Whatley is at 90% vote name ID and he's still down by 15 points,
Okay.
fine. Then pull it.
Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt
like
you.
look at the tip poll.
Look at the
Trump is
approval.
39% approval rating. That's bullshit.
Look at some of this shit. This is in North Carolina, which voted for Trump by 3. Look at this. Negative 19 on the negative 12 foreign policy, 30 on inflation. That's worse than nationwide. And this is North Carolina.
The problem is like Whatley doesn't. He needs to get his name ID up in the next few months.
No,
He really does.
it's just a state that's this is just a poll that sucks. No offense. And listen, I like Tip. They're good pollster. League Workers, I know some of the people there, but it's like, seriously?
Also, I don't know why people. I think people are just stupid because I saw that Washington Post or no, the Wall Street Journal poll the other day, which was actually a pretty good poll. Like I kind of bought it. It's like -9 for Trump. Generic ballots like D plus 3.5.
I could see that.
They had 52% of the population saying the economy is worse than last year. It's just like people just believe bullshit, you know? Like that.
Well, because I would argue, and this is a theory I've been thinking about lately. Well, what if like all like the negative press around Trump, it comes from the right when you think about it? Seriously. All the bad news with Trump, it's always people on the right that say, oh, Trump isn't deporting anybody. He's actually pushing for amnesty. Oh, Trump is, he's starting another foreign war for a certain country.
I mean,
like-
the fact one of the
Israel,
biggest
Israel,
arguments
Israel.
from the left against this now is the Epstein shit, which was like a right-wing policy proposal.
Yeah, nobody
I
cares
think-
about it now. Funny how that
Yeah.
works. The economy is
I
worse
mean,
than
I
last
think
year.
it is funny that the left is like attacking Trump on like not being sufficiently America first and not releasing the Epstein list.
Well,
Like
when,
that was tough we campaign.
Well, not
That's because
Yeah.
they don't have policies. People
Yeah.
don't seem to understand.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
people do not have policies.
They're an anti-Trump party solely.
They're an,
This is a
yeah, they're
cult.
an anti-Trump party. So they were pro Epstein when Trump was, ravaging Epstein. They never pressured Biden to do anything about it. And now that Trump has kind of slow walked the release, and some of it wasn't his fault, and some of it was, he didn't want to do anything because of fucking Pam Bondi. Now that he's actually released, and then people were like, "Oh, well, he's not doing enough." I'm like, dude, you didn't care. You voted for Biden. You never called for the release of the Epstein files. You don't just get suddenly turn around and go, I was the number one supporter of getting these files released. No, the fuck you weren't. You didn't even know about these things. You had no idea about this issue until Trump brought it up. And then and at that point, you still opposed it because you opposed Trump as a just a pejorative.
Yeah, just Orange Man bad.
I'd also like to point out briefly too, like on the Epstein files, I think he mentioned it like once or twice, like on the actual campaign trail, like releasing the
He said
Epstein
we'll have
files.
a look at it. That's what he
Yeah,
said.
Yeah, like
I'm getting so
the,
sick of
the
this,
ones
by the
that
way.
he talked more about were the MLK files and the JFK files, which he did release.
Like, this is something I'm getting really sick of. These people would say, "Oh, Trump has not gone through his he's like betrayed us. He's not actually done what he said he was going to do."
Also, I'll say too, I've seen some people that they don't even know we released the JFK files. They'll say, "Oh, Trump said he would release the JFK file." He did. Like, this is
He
what
did.
people are mad about. This is what people are mad about. They think that like these files were just gonna say the CIA.
The
killed him,
CIA killed JFK.
or they were gonna say that these people were on Epstein's list. It, like,
because the
it doesn't
majority of
say that.
fucking right wing Americans are retarded conspiratorialists. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, they're conspiracy
agree.
brain dipshits.
My
I've also
God.
been
Everything has to fit a specific narrative, saying everything can be. The majority of people in America want this one size fits all solution. They want to be able to say, "Oh, the Jews did it," or "Oh, the deep state did it," or "Oh, it's the radical Muslims," or whatever the fuck. People they don't want to accept nuance.
It's the beekeepers.
They don't want to
Beekeepers.
they don't want to accept that it's actually a multifaceted series of events that are always constantly changing, they just want to say, oh, well, it's the Jews or whatever, because if you can have a single boogeyman to blame, then once you fix it, the Republic is saved and America is saved, because it's so much easier to do that than admit, yeah, everything is fucked and everything sucks, and even if we do this one thing, shit's not going to get immediately better.
All right.
Like that's how it is.
One
with
more
these
comment
people.
on that, but people ultimately just want to see like what people want is for like all these people to be exposed in the files and then for all of them to be arrested, and that's just not going to happen.
Well, the whole thing is like
AKA just Trump.
I,
and
I
nobody else.
still have not seen one shred of evidence there's like a giant network of this stuff. Seriously,
Yeah.
is there one shred of evidence anywhere?
What likely happened on this island is a lot of these people probably didn't know the ages of the people, and then they found out afterwards, and then Epstein kind of used that as blackmail. That's what I think probably happened
Yeah, I
for a
mean,
large chunk of them. I'm sure some knew, but that's something people don't want to talk about. Like the way these people act, they treat Epstein like a victim. Like he had all the names.
yeah,
and
he
they
he
killed him.
was the
He was the
victim.
villain. He was the one who was knowing.
Epstein was a victim of Donald Trump not allowing him to groom children,
Well, I mean, like-
which, by the way, is an utterly fucking insane thing to think about when you actually can
Yeah.
process the left's narrative
But
about
think about when you say this shit about like Epstein, like they killed him because they didn't want the truth getting it. That sets it up like he's a victim, as if he wasn't the guy who was running this like whole operation.
I'm not even denying people like Prince Andrew. They probably did some shit. Like I'm not denying that, but it's like, is there any proof there's this giant network of every single world leader, every single person's involved? Is there a single shred of evidence of this anywhere?
No.
So what's the point?
It just blows my mind. It blows my mind. People want to victimize and make Epstein this just totally relatable person. Like, no, he was a fucking monster. He trafficked and raped children. He raped children. Why are you defending this man? He raped children
Because the
and
deep
trafficked
state didn't
them
want
for
him to
fucking
tell you.
decades and was connected with the wealthy and influential of fucking God knows what. We know fucking Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew. Hello?
It's Stephen
like
Hawking.
The fucking third in line to inherit the throne? Stephen Hawking? Like, no.
Bill Gates.
This man, this man was a fucking monster. And these people want to come and say he was a victim of Donald. Like, I said this last year. They are so anti-Trump, they will defend people running multi-billion-dollar sex trafficking.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
rape children and they fucking record child porn and shit, but you're gonna fucking defend them because at least he's not Donald Trump.
what? And that's the whole thing. It's like, listen, I fell into this trap. I'm sorry for what I, like last year. Like, listen, I just want the truth out. Like, it's clear. Like, maybe there was a network. Who knows? But right now, there's
The
nothing.
truth is out. You need to cut out Culver's.
Oh gosh, but
True.
like, no, seriously, just like, there's no like, guys, because others might have been involved. That does not mean that it's all a giant conspiracy. How is it any different from Candace Owens? Everybody makes fun of Candace Owens.
We
How is
got
it
a
any
new
different?
poll from Morning Consult, 3-point swing to Trump in a week.
W.
Okay, that's interesting. I usually don't really. I mean, look, I'm not gonna just. Morning Consult is not a great pollster, but still, I think that the poll showing like a massive decline in Trump support. I think that's a response bias after the whole ICE incidents in Minneapolis.
Tristan for Tristan for 5. Cost of living messaging for the White House needs to be better. Healthcare plan was great, but no one's talked about it because of Greenland, Venezuela. Oh, I agree with that. 100% agree with
Trump. Okay, Trump keeps causing these fucking like international disputes, and it one. Here's the thing: they can be effective when you're trying to.
Trying to.
They can be effective when you're trying to cover up bad press, but when you're trying to, talk about your like what you've done as president, they just get in the way. Like nobody cares about what Trump's doing with the economy right now because they're too busy talking about the fucking spat with Denmark and like certain European nations. Like
I think it's stupid. Yeah, I think this stuff is just stupid.
Well, yeah, I like listen. I want to take Greenland for for the memes. But like seriously though, I do agree. It's like don't focus on that. Focus on the economy. That's what pisses people off. That's what that's what gives schizophrenics like bears like ammo and stuff. Like don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
I will say though,
again,
the
you're
Europeans like
inconsistent.
being like really like saying like, oh, we're gonna defend Europe from
We're
the
gonna
evil like
defend
America.
Europe.
We're gonna defend Greenland. I'm like, what type of LARP are you guys doing? Like, you're gonna they're already caving, like coming back to
Freaking
the negotiating
Germans.
table. So
I laughed when I saw the German thing. Yeah, the Germans have stand down and they were pulling their 12 guys back. Greenland.
Yeah,
Did you
By
see
the
the
way,
France is
reliably
on their way to Greenland right now. France is on their way
Did
to
you see
Greenland
that,
right now to teach them how
Can-
to surrender.
Yeah.
Did you see
that's
the
that's
Did you see
insane.
that Canada is like, we're gonna send troops to Greenland? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do about
Yeah,
it?
it's like
how
the
is
thing
this
is,
your jurisdiction?
Meanwhile, Mark Carney is like meeting with Xi and like
Qatar.
openly, yeah, and
well,
he's
these
like
people are
openly-
delusional. They seriously think that America's military is like nothing compared to theirs. And you know what's going to happen if a conflict starts between the U.S. and the EU? Seriously, our
There
Navy
would be no
alone,
more EU.
our Navy alone could wipe out the entire EU. Seriously.
By the way, about Canada rap, were we gonna get to that poll? I can.
We'll get to that. American Nerd for
Yeah,
10.
I'll post it in
Also, another thing, I've been reliably informed that Martin Luther King would have voted for Trump all 3 times.
That's
This is
real.
true.
true.
No, he would have voted for him 4 times. He would have written him in 2012.
Patriots.
No,
American
he
Nerd
To
would
go
vote for him
further,
in
he
2000.
would have voted for Ronald Reagan both times, guys.
American Nerd for 10. I wish we go back to 2010's conspiracy culture where it was just more memes, more about memes than whatever this is. Like, can we laugh at ancient aliens and Alex Jones getting pissed
I
off
miss
at
Hitler.
Bronx turning gay? Well, yeah, I wish like
No.
yeah, I
There
do.
was some pretty nasty conspiracy theories in the 2010s too. One of Sandy Hook. I'm not going to go any further, but yeah.
Like Michelle Obama having a big giant.
Well, yeah, that's been around since day
BBC
one.
How to live
The
with a
BBC,
gigantic
basically.
penis by Michelle Obama.
I
All right.
fucking love adrenochrome, dude. Oh my god.
American Nerd for 6. Europe wants to keep Greenland because they miss the old days when they were the world powers and actual empires that matter on the world stage. Well, yeah, but nobody gives a shit about them now. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get into the Canadian poll because this is. I wanted to bring this up because you want proof the boomers are the problem worldwide. Here you go.
Proof. I just know. I know they're the problem.
Yeah, look at
I'm a
this
knower.
shit.
I
So-
recognize patterns. I can tell you that they're the problem.
Yeah, so the most conservative voting bloc in Canada is 18 to 29, and the most liberal one by a country mile is 60 and over. Every time, it's across the entire West. It's the same.
People-
Even Iran
people
for
for-
crying out loud. Sorry.
People forget that a large portion of Canadian boomers are maybe not so much anymore because I think they're no longer in that age range, but I think they actually might still be. A lot of these people are actually American hippies that dodged the draft. These are a lot of these guys are Vietnam draft dodgers. Now these are like 75 or 80 plus. They're not like the 60 and over. Like they're not 60 to 65. But yeah, no, a large portion of these people are hippie boomers. These are draft dodgers. These are people who left America because it was too conservative and went to Canada, and now here we are.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you, Luke, for that image. And Nick Fuentes.
Okay.
commented on
Anyways,
that.
K Comfort 2. Mike's bulges at a conspiracy. Oh gosh,
Dude, Mike Obama, that's crazy.
Mike Obama.
Michael Obama.
Whoever thought like who's the first person to think of that? Like, yes, reason.
Big
I don't
Mike.
know. I'm pretty
Big
sure he is
Mike.
I'm sure he's hiding the BBC under that dress. You
Don't
know?
say
jeez.
that.
K Comfort
say
read
that.
that already. Trump is unfortunately given retards like Robert Barnes more talking points. Yesterday, he said Trump kidnapping Maduro justified the left's riots for ICE. Wait, what? Did he actually say that?
Wait, what?
Wait, hold up. Tomato, can you actually send that? Come on, there's no way he said that. Actually, I would be surprised. Never mind. We're talking about these retards. I mean, that's what these people
By the
retards.
way, also happy Robert E. Lee Day to all who
So
celebrate.
true.
Gosh.
Yep.
You only
T-shirt.
remember that because I put it out on my server, didn't you?
I saw Monsieur Z's tweet, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our house market's bad, but Canada's entire economy is housing. Their boomers are militant over inflating housing prices. Yeah, that's just crazy. They purposely inflate the market. I mean, you think it's bad here? Canada's screwed. Like, if they don't get rid of these people, they're done. So, yeah.
Which again, don't cross your fingers, but you could see an election take place in May, after the NDP leadership election. So I will keep you guys posted, and that one could get interesting. So I'll keep you guys posted, but you might see another Canadian election in the next couple months.
And you'll also be seeing a Japanese election.
Oh yeah, that'll be taking place in a couple weeks, actually.
All right. Hispanics love the Maduro capture. What the F is these people talk about? Yeah, I don't even get that. Like, now they're openly shilling for like Iran's regime. You guys see that? The retweet,
Yeah.
like,
I think it's only like 6% of Venezuelans opposed to the capture.
yeah, but it's like now they're like
Yeah.
retweeting like Iranian like government media stuff. It's like, oh no, the Iranians, there's nobody dying. There's nobody that died for the protest. There's nobody protest at all. In fact, it's all Assad.
I wonder if there's people in Venezuela that liked Maduro, but also like the capture.
That's probably actually a real thing. Somehow I just tuned in. Oh, it must be one of the shows then. Oh god, I'll go find the Barnes clip. If he actually said that, we're gonna freaking dumbass. That whole crowd just lost it.
China's birth rate is lowest since 1949.
Rip. Oh, everybody, we got breaking news. The boomers have struck again. Hold
What
on.
happened?
The ones or the American ones?
Let's see. The boomers have struck again. Hold on, I gotta pull this up. So yeah, now they have taken over Target. Why is it always Target in Minneapolis? Actually makes sense. You know.
Well,
but still.
Target is headquartered in.
Well, yeah.
Minneapolis, so-
I was at a brain fart for a second.
Well, I was gonna say Target is the
Not
one
until
that
today.
had went woke the one time.
Yeah, look at this shit. What are they singing? Wait a minute, I got the audio on. What the hell are they singing?
They're singing.
Kumbaya.
We won't stop fighting.
Wow.
We're not gonna stop fighting.
Also, look, most people look above the age of 40 there, or it's like
The median age is like 55. This crowd, you could just tell.
I mean, hey, at least they're not looting.
Hold up,
stores
hold
like
up.
Some people did. in
I'm listening to
2020.
this. Well, what's this nutcase say?
Support the joy of everyday life for all families.
Oh my gosh. It's all about like we're supporting everybody's lives or something. Yeah.
Then do it.
And by the way, why is the crowd like 98% female?
Because they're women. Anyways, we are in a good.
Don't you dare. Because you know somebody's gonna make that shit.
Oh,
Somebody's
yeah.
gonna make that shit now.
Someone already did make like a parody of it. I
Oh
think.
god.
So like the
I literally
what do you
just sent it, bro. I was just like, listen to it.
Yeah, this is Minnesota, by the way.
It is crazy how Minnesota and Minneapolis have replaced like California as and is the craziest
Well,
like
because
left wing state.
California-
even crazier than Portland, which is crazy.
I would say
Yeah, I don't know how they did that. Even Seattle too.
yeah, because at least you have
And-
people like they're willing to vote their people out of office, like DAs
I mean,
and stuff.
I just want to point out, but Minneapolis is now crazier than Seattle, which had a literal insurrection in 2020 where
that's
protesters
right,
occupied a
Chaz.
block for like a month. Yeah, Chaz or Chopped.
Chaz. All right.
Yeah, it's very. It is no. I mean,
Weren't they led by this like SoundCloud rapper? Wasn't he like the
I
leader?
think so, yeah, but I would need to look back at it.
All right, American Nerd for 2. If I was the manager there, I get the water hose. Well, the thing is, like, the police are doing nothing. And now, you guys hear where Nick Sorter found out? Which, everybody heard what happened, got robbed and stuff, right? Well, the point is, the police department apparently, they're telling, like, Nick Sorter he's a problem. And he's got to leave and stuff. And they're not responding to phone calls if they ask you, are you white, Somali, or Hispanic? I'm not even joking. And they don't respond to your calls if you say you're white, apparently. So that's Minneapolis for you. Anybody want to go to Minneapolis?
No.
Oh, hold up. The schizophrenic that made the church video made another video. Oh God. What is this? All right, I got it pulled up. This guy is the one that he's the same guy that freaking that went to the church, got people's faces. What'd he say?
Yesterday, I went into a church with Nakima Armstrong.
Oh, this guy, yeah. He was like the one who was like attacking
Yeah,
the church,
we
like
watched
not
this-
taking in like anti-ICE protesters
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, look at this shit.
The pastor of the church is a fucking ICE leader.
He's a white guy protesting white supremacy. I always find it funny. It's always the same crowd of people.
I love sitting in the cuck chair so much.
I
By
protest
the
you
way,
white
that
supremacists.
phrase was used by another figure recently. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get to it tonight or this today.
Fuck 'em. They want to come after me? Fuck 'em.
Yeah, this is really crazy. I do really wonder how this is gonna affect Minnesota's voting patterns, though. Like, is it gonna? Because like, I know we all think it's gonna move Minnesota to the
Wait
right.
a minute. Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt you. This guy is claiming that all the Somali immigrants are there illegally.
Yeah, that's just a blatant lie.
These people are just like they actually believe that though. I mean,
No,
just
they believe that they're legally because Obama and Biden wrote it saying, "Yeah, well, they are legal." Like, no,
yeah.
that's not how that works. They're not saying that they're legally there because they went through the process. They're saying that they're legally because the Biden and Obama admins imported them and then said, "Well, my magic wand of government says that they're here legally." So, because they have no fucking concept of actual like how law works.
All right. Chance Jurassic for 2. Was there something with Elon you mentioned? It's Nate more stuff, but I'm gonna save that for video today. So, K Cup for 2. This dude looks like an evil Jesus. Yeah, but it's like they're all the same. It's always the same crowd of people that do this shit. Just unfreaking believable.
Somalia that are in this country relationship can't even go to their mosque and
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's
like,
all-
They-
like
they're-
the beanie, the unkempt beard.
This guy's
and
claiming they have
kinda like
citizenship.
lunacy.
What? And he's, oh my gosh, you just watch the video. You could tell this guy's like on shit. He does not blink once throughout the entire video. Like, not even once. Does he no, he doesn't. Oh, he might.
Probably
he
has
actually
a
does.
probably has like a demon or something.
He blinked once or twice. Excuse me. I mean, wow. Just deranged. Yeah, that's freaking who we're dealing with, everybody. Correct is for 5. She was good rap. Fraud is good. Don Lemon is good. Her wife will run and will be the next governor or something. They can't wait. Her campaign slogan will be good. Well, she's from Missouri, so I guess they're going to run in Missouri. Yeah.
You mean Missouri?
Missouri. They can't go to the mosque. What the fuck
Rich
is this guy
Barris,
about?
is that you?
Yeah. Oh gosh, North Carolina get 1%. He should have ran for Senate. I would have like, I would have endorsed him
wait,
for the
you
memes.
lived in North Carolina? I thought you lived in Florida.
Who freaking knows? Pick
He
your
lives in
poison.
North
we
Carolina
we
now.
got the new Black Panthers who are gonna.
I saw
defend
that, and freaking
citizens
yeah.
tonight.
Oh yeah, this guy's claiming that the Muslims can't go to their mosque right now. Apparently, like they're claiming ICE agents took over mosques now. What? My question is, where do these people get this information from? Do they actually believe that
They can't
ICE
go to
agents?
mosques, so we're gonna make it so the Christians can't go to church by just.
Do they
storming every
actually
church,
think
you know?
ICE agents are like they took over the mosque, they burnt it down? Do they actually believe this shit?
Probably.
Yes,
Probably.
they
Jeez.
actually do. Yeah.
Like they think of something 1 minute and like suddenly that's a reality. Like they're actual schizophrenics. Like I keep using the word, but it's true. What do you call this? It's paranoia with schizophrenia. They think it up and they think it's real. Just stupid. He's using the yeah, but you do it too logic, which is always a very sign of a very emotionally mature individual. Gosh. What does that sound?
Yeah, I think that's real Texan.
I think that's
No.
I think that's Tyrone.
That's probably
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Oh.
It is Tyrone.
Don't be
Eh.
surprised. We call this democracy. Yeah, this is what democracy turns into. Their sources is the voices in their heads. Well, obviously, we're kind of like being sarcastic, but not really.
Or
Not
maybe,
wrong.
or maybe someone appeared to them in a dream and said
was
that ICE
revealed to them in
betrayed
a dream.
America.
No, the beekeepers did it.
The beekeepers, yes. I am the beekeeper.
They probably saw a Fed car near a mosque and just assumed they were taken over. No, they probably just saw a black SUV.
I'm gonna ask kind of the obvious question here, but how do you think Minnesota's gonna vote this year and in 2028?
They're gonna
Because we
swing
all
left.
think that
It's gonna happen.
it's gonna swing left. Because like we all thought that the George Floyd riots would swing the state to the right, and it didn't just move like left off
Yeah.
a cliff. So it's gonna move left off a
These
cliff.
people are nutcases. Like the only way I could see is like you basically got to do what you did in the 1860s and like occupy the city. That's the
No,
only,
there
like
is a
honestly.
counterpoint. Maybe with all those Somalis being kicked out, they've already lost enough to lose a congressional seat.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
there's an argument that maybe it just gets redder because a lot of these people are gone now.
And
I
this
mean,
could,
that's my
arrested
argument.
like
It's going to
10,000.
the native. Look, it's going to get look. You're going to see core Democrat bases get bluer, but it's going to swing right simply because there's going to be so many fewer illegals.
yeah, just
Because
watch
the
how
majority-
Minnesota's a big state outside of Minneapolis. It's not just the
Minnesota
Twin
is a big country with many
The Twin
Somalians.
Cities.
Yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, people. Hold on. They generally, on a subconscious level, think that if they say something, that'll push it further than towards realization. Well, yeah, they think of something 5 minutes ago, and they think it's real. They convince themselves that's reality, and everybody else is like wrong. It's schizophrenia. That's what it is. Not good. It's funny Minnesota moves right when nothing happens, but moves left when something happens. This might be the time that trend breaks, but yeah, it's kind of the case. Nothing happens, and it moves right. Okay. In
Yeah,
other
I mean,
news,
I think Klobuchar is gonna win.
Oh, yeah.
fairly
Yeah,
easily
she's gonna
for
freaking win, like,
a
that's
singular
it.
reason.
If it's against Lindell, she's gonna win by like Royce White, probably even more than she did against Royce
Yeah.
White, to be honest, because it's a midterm.
No, Lindell's not going to be the nominee.
oh, in other news, guys, yeah, apparently the same schizophrenic that was at the church, he also was at a protest in DC a couple weeks ago. Funny how that works.
These people's jobs, like these people's jobs, are literally just to show up and protest at anything. There's
Is it called
few people
Indivisible?
talk-
What's it called? Indivisible?
Yeah, few people
Indivisible.org.
Yeah.
Few people talk about this, but they have an entire fucking paid class of people who exist solely, and I literally mean this, solely to do organized protests.
Yeah.
Ellen DeGeneres says that her thoughts and prayers go out to the anti-ICE protesters in Minneapolis.
Who said this?
Ellen
Ellen
DeGeneres.
Didn't she like abuse all of her like
Yes.
staff?
Yeah. I
I
was gonna
think
say
she
no.
moved-
Even
I think she
even
moved to the
leftists don't
UK.
like her anymore.
I think she also moved to the UK because of Trump.
Oh, or I'm really
Wow.
torn up about
Spotted
that.
at, like,
You're
she was
telling me a painfully unfunny lesbian hates Trump? Wow.
No,
Yeah.
Ellen like was spotted, I think, last year at like Jeremy Clarkson's farm, and if you know who that is, you know that's
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Top Gear, yeah. So if you watch this in Saudi
Oh
Arabia,
yeah, Jeremy Clarkson is like the last guy who votes for the UK Conservative Party.
No, I don't even think he's voting for the Conservatives. I think.
Oh no, he is. He is. If I've seen, spoke on it recently. He was talking about how he hates reform and labor, so he's still voting conservative.
All right.
Interesting.
So if anybody got any more super chats, any
Mhm.
more questions, concerns, whatever, send them now. Last calls for super chats. Last calls for super chats. Yeah, so I think overall with what's happening in Minneapolis, this was the day they lost the optics war. You can't go to church and do this shit. That's kind of the TLDR of this.
That's by the way, that is literally a federal
Yeah.
crime.
Multiple, and we're talking like 5 or like a bunch of felonies and stuff. It's like not just one.
I talked about 6 or 7 felonies here.
Because
yeah,
like it's
doing that, harassment,
private property.
intimidation.
It's private property on top of it. So you
Yeah.
can't go into there like that. So, yeah, this whole thing, I mean, my guess also is like this clearly network, the dumbass that, you guys see this, by the way, the dumbass that organized it, she publicly told the entire world who is involved. You guys see that?
I did not see this.
Yeah, no, she like went on Facebook and said, this person was involved, this organization did this person. not too smart. but that is they've never been held accountable, and that's the concern. Will they be held accountable? I think they might this time because the DOJ is actually on it, but we shall see. We shall see. Correct DS for 20. Mayor of Minneapolis says he'll order the police chiefs in his place to block ICE and other feds, and that any troops deployed by Trump will be unconstitutional. Vows to fight them in the unconstitutional deployment. Yeah, I think this week is when fireworks will go off. I think it's gonna happen this week. Just so they got like a bunch of troops already like on standby. I forgot I think the paratroopers, like there's 1,500 of them on standby. So yeah. K-Cup for 2. I pray the upcoming March for Life is safe. Well, I think Vance is going to that, right?
He is. Vance
Yeah,
and Miller both.
That's it's gonna be fine then. There'd be much security.
It's in DC, right?
Yeah, and that's probably the most. The sad
right.
part is now it's probably one of the most secure cities now because of the National. Am I wrong? You have the
We'll
National
see,
Guard
though,
there.
We'll see.
DC, maybe some of the blue cities in the red states, I guess now. But I mean, yeah, DC is probably one of the more stable ones.
Which is just sad. The swamp is stable. That's just yikes. American Nerd for 2. Pray for good people of Minnesota. Any good luck in Indiana. Yeah. They won't like the turnout given the actual makeup of their police force. Well, that's the thing. It's like if something goes down in Minneapolis, who do they have backing them? Who? The police are not going to support them. The National Guard. I mean, who? Seriously.
I guess Minnesota politicians.
Wow. Meanwhile, you have the police, the military, veterans. You have everybody against you. Like, what do you think's going to happen?
And the police early on was like generally allied with Walls, and but now like
It's
they're
become clear
turning
against this shit.
It's just too much for them to handle.
Well, and especially with Walls and Frey both being subpoenaed, I mean that's probably going to hurt some stuff a bit more.
Well, now they're jumping ship now because freaking they realize that they're in trouble. But yeah. A possible Labor MP's defected to Reform UK. Oh, really?
Interesting.
I wonder who that is.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about this. Hang on,
I will
might
tell
be
you
able to-
guys, you'd think that the vast majority of like defections to Reform are conservative, but there's a lot of Labor voters who are going to. It's pretty close to 50-50. I'd say it's like 60% conservative, 40% Labor voters who are going, because here's something people need to remember: the Labor Party in the UK is a lot less like progressive than the Dems are in America.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of.
They're just more batshit
That's
crazy.
not to say they're good.
They're
because they're a lot.
I would argue they're
Is-
more like authoritarian, but
Is the person? Is the
Yeah,
person? Is it Andrew Rosendale or is it someone
who
else?
knows?
I don't know.
Who freaking knows?
Okay. Because I remember like he quit the Tories, I think yesterday or something for
right.
reform.
Oh, this is chat from Cake Cup. The idea of these people look at a black SUV and assume ICE scares the fuck out of me. My mom and dad drive one, transport dogs and her grandchildren. Well, it's just scary because like people are just driving like not even SUVs. They see a out of state license plate, they automatically think ICE. They see a Texas one, it's ICE. They see one from God knows where, ICE.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I would say that in England, the parties that probably are closest to the Democrats are like the Greens and the Lib Dems. They're probably a lot closer. Labor's more so like the old left style, like kind of politics.
Correct is for 5. You guys see the North Carolina Senate poll, Cooper 40, what leaves 24. Yeah, we've read that again.
Yeah, we talked about it.
It's got a lot of problems, and I'm almost wondering if the Republicans put out that poll as kind of like, you know, making the Dems
Get
get
out and
cocky
vote
a bit.
for Watley.
All right. So I think that's it, everybody. If you guys did enjoy today's stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. This will be a very interesting week. I mean, the next couple of days are going to be very
There's
stuff-
gonna be a lot that's going on.
Interesting.
It's just, I have a bad feeling about Minneapolis. Just this whole thing's going to boil over, I think. Because I mean, you're going after churches now, and now Walls is saying, "Oh, don't actually do that." But it was such a weak statement. I have a bad feeling this next week. So if you live in Minneapolis or whatever, honestly, I would just get out of there now. It's time to just get out of Minneapolis.
Get the fuck
Kill
out of there.
everyone.
No, Tyrone, shut up. My
Bro.
God.
We just avow that message. We just need to restore
We
order.
don't need to kill
I'm
people.
playing. I'm
Okay?
We
playing
just need to
Warcraft.
restore some
No,
order.
I'm playing
you know?
Warcraft 3 right now. I'm about to
Okay.
crush the enemy. Yeah. I'm playing the fucking. So in Warcraft, there's 8 campaigns. I'm on the
Yeah, I
8th
know.
one, which is the fucking founding of Durotar. I'm on the final mission where Rexar and his guys assault Theramore City and kill Admiral Proudmoore.
Yeah, I never actually finished that game.
Yeah, no. So I was saying, kill them all in response to like,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
cool. That's like 200. That's like 200 enemy human units right there. I've almost got all my guys at maxed out levels. I'm trying to grind a bit before I go in and smack Proudmoore upside his fucking ugly ass face.
Yeah. It could go so many different ways. Yeah, apparently the military's on standby. That's what's being reported. The paratroopers are ready, I guess, to go in. So Trump is waiting for something. I don't know what. What is he waiting for? That's the real question. Because it's clear they're about to invoke the Insurrection Act, based on what we're hearing. But what is he waiting
I think
for?
Trump's usually hesitant on doing stuff like that.
Yeah, but
so-
what is the thing he's waiting for to happen? Because the military's on
Maybe
standby.
some big violence to break out, or maybe like Walls gets indicted or something. I don't know.
I mean, do they federalize a city like the South after the Civil War? I mean, I don't think we'll go that far, but we'll see.
Mhm.
All right. We'll see you guys next stream video or wherever you see us at. Godspeed.